99.3 Nigeria Info. A very lovely evening. If you're just joining us, you're most welcome. It's hard facts. It's the big hard facts, by the way, here on Nigeria Info. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Let me quickly say that next week, Monday, is when we're kicking off with I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament. We're going to start off at 4 p.m. on Monday. You don't want to miss it. Season 9. Season 9 starts Monday, November 10. Yeah, that is when season 9 starts at 4 p.m. And many thanks to our sponsors, our partners, because this edition of I Beg to Differ, schools will be going home with, because this is about schools, not the students anymore. It's about schools now. And schools will be going away with something very fantabulous, something fanimorous. I don't want to say much right now because we've not even told the schools yet. We have a last-minute briefing with the schools this Wednesday, I think. So we'll be informing them before we now tell you people to. Let's put it that way. Okay. Now let's begin. Welcome to the last one of the show. I am Sheriff. By the way, you can watch the show on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch the show. I have one invitation in front of me here. Okay, this is good. This is very good. Mr. Paschal Achunine is here. Mr. Paschal, good evening to you.
Good evening, Sheriff.
I'm always excited anytime I have you because I know that we're about to have some really nice conversation. Yeah. How are you doing?
Awesome.
Mr. Paschal is the Executive Director of Health Emergency Initiative. How is HEI?
HEI is doing pretty good. We just clocked 10 years, and indeed, on the 14th of this month, we'll be having our 10th year anniversary of saving lives. We call it a decade of impact. Saving lives, serving humanity.
How has it been for 10 years?
Tough. Exciting, fulfilling. Tough because sometimes it can be a lonely road. Tough because the problems are huge and multifarious. Tough because you can relate to simple support systems people need to stay alive, but they lack them. But also exciting and fulfilling because the few we have been able to impact their lives. We have seen noticeable and measurable impact and succor, but we have not scratched up to 1%. Yet,
because of the enormity of the task ahead,
it has ballooned, especially in the last 3 years, particularly. But we have stayed the course. We have found persons who stood by us. That your work is like an oasis in the desert, and that has kept us going these 10 years.
Look, congratulations to HEI, congratulations to all HEI volunteers, members of staff, donors, those who have kept faith with HEI, those who believe in HEI's objectives and work.
And just last 3 weeks, we are giving an award, one special award. That award stands out by Society for Corporate Governance in Nigeria because they were marking their 20th anniversary. They called for NGOs in Nigeria, non-profit, to apply to provide them 1 year pro bono support as part of their 20th anniversary. We are among the only two selected because of corporate governance and auditing and financial systems. Transparency, let me put it, and integrity that has helped us in this journey. So it's a very remarkable milestone for us.
That's right. That's right.
They work with one of the top 4 auditing firms to come at that in the assessment.
For those who are still wondering what HEI is all about, give us, because I'm sure quite a number of people who haven't listened to our interview before, who haven't watched you on TV before, they're wondering, what is HEI? What is this gentleman saying that we don't understand?
Thank you, listeners, and it's exciting to remind us about what we do in HEI, Health Emergency Initiative. I'm Paschal Achunine. I'm the founder. I'm the executive director. I'm also an Ashoka Fellow. So Health Emergency Initiative is an organization that responds to emergencies in different areas. One is that we pay hospital bills of indigent patients with non-chronic medical conditions.
Poor people.
And I'm talking to over more than 133 million Nigerians who live in multidimensional poverty, who do not have health insurance, who do not know how they would access care, especially for non-chronic cases that 50,000 naira or less can attend to. We come in as their next of kin to provide them succor across public and missionary hospitals in Nigeria.
You pay their hospital bills up to that
cap.
Yeah.
Because that's a lifeline, especially for non-chronic medical cases. But we also realize that road traffic accident is the biggest killer of young people in Nigeria, based on report by WHO and other agencies. So in collaboration with the likes of Federal Road Safety, key hospitals like National Orthopedic, Ibo, BFMC, Butemeta, and the ministries, we design a program around post-crash care, both for road traffic accident, gas explosion victims, building collapse, and other emergencies, anything crash. So the first 24 hours is the golden hour. I extended it beyond the normal 1 hour or so, because that first 24 hours makes a difference in the life, on the survival chances of the victim. So based on the MOU we signed with these institutions, bringing all entities, stakeholders in that ecosystem together, we pay currently up to 80,000 naira for anyone that is critically injured to resuscitate and stabilize them, pending when their next of kin or relatives can be contacted. So we are like next of kin for such persons. And then the other, over time we realize, especially working with FRSA and the ambulance service, that what most bystanders or Nigerians do is to take pictures and videos when the emergency happens
and post on social
and
media.
put on social media. So we realize that does not help the patient. But on the other hand, knowledge is power. You cannot do what you do not have. You can't give what you do not have.
That's right.
So we started training people as first responders. We did the training for police, road safety, fire service, LASMA, VIO, even community health extension workers. But we also expanded it to everyday persons, commercial transporters, Uber, Keke, Okada, wherever the persons, including vulcanizers. These are people who are frequently at the scene of emergency.
That's right.
And then recently we got approval of some state governments to train secondary school students on the same program. Now even almost it's been incorporated now into the curriculum of secondary schools.
Beautiful.
So that from young age, they will know what to do. And every listener, it may be just right as we are speaking, some people don't know the emergency numbers to call in Nigeria. Many don't know that in Lagos State, 767 is key. It can make a lot of difference during emergency. 112 nationally is very key. Of course, Federal Road Safety has 122. These are part of the things integrated in the training. The last part, we were working in these areas until about 3 years ago. We saw, based on need assessment we conducted, that the extent malnutrition has afflicted our children is horrible. So we introduced community-based malnutrition alleviation program, working with state government institutions, systems, primary health care centers, health districts, local government systems. We collaborate with corporate organizations who fund us. We leverage on the system that's already operating, but the collaboration is built around efficiency, ensuring that children that are 0 to 5 are able to access therapeutic food. So we have most of the cases we have assisted by week 7. Most of them have started gaining recovery. As we speak, the danger, I'm almost emotional about it. Because we are facing existential threats when it comes to children's survival in Nigeria. More than 15 million children currently are malnourished. Out of that number, 3.5 are severe acute malnutrition stage. And about 420,000 face risk of death in the current year.
In this current year?
Yes. Let me give an example. In one of the outreaches we did in the month of August, we found a child of 7 months was weighing 3 kg.
Sorry?
7 months old child was weighing 3 kg. That brings
7 months.
7 months. If you remember or recall that a child at birth, most of them are weighing 3.5 or 4. But a child at 7 months old was weighing 3 kg. That tells you the precarious situation that stars us on the face.
Go on.
So the sad part is that out of the bigger picture, let's look at the bigger picture. Out of 10 children you see in Nigeria currently, 40% are malnourished.
That's 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. In some places, they have conducted survey studies and found the number, but they can't publish it because it's scary. Some are pounding, maybe it's 20%. Some are feeling that is that. I mean, in some states, but the national average, some areas as much as 51%. But it is so bad. The consequences.
I was going to ask you that. What are we looking at in terms of the implication, the consequence of
society
all of this?
where children of 0 to 5 are exposed to that level of malnutrition? One, stunted growth. They will be stunted. It will affect their brain development, cognitive implication. It will affect their organs. It also affect their reproductive system. And the one that almost make me get emotional is it has genetic implication. They will give birth to children with low IQ.
That's if they now grow up.
If they now grow up,
start having their own children.
Yes, that is what will emerge from the current exposure they have. And everybody is moving on. Those who have resources are moving on. We've had a couple of corporates who have extended hands to work with us. One of them recently is the Nigeria Exchange Group, formerly called Nigeria Stock Exchange. We collaborated to create what we call Project Bloom, bringing life to our overnights. We are undertaking programs in many communities. Fantastic support from the government systems who have interacted. But resource is critical.
That's right.
So the listed companies, some of them are listening. Corporate Nigeria of course are listening. We are extending invitation because if we have done only 1,000, if we have done only 500, that does not take us.
It's not even started.
Scratching it.
You've not started scratching.
Another organization, First EMP, saw opportunity. They also put some resources, but we just touch a few hundreds. So we have a crisis in our hands that must be fixed because the existing system, one of the beauty of the existing system, and that's why I say collaboration is critical for us in our 10-year journey in HEI. HEI fosters that synergy between the private sector, public sector, and the social sector. So the efficiency required in ensuring that intended beneficiaries get the fund, impact is measured, tracked.
That's right.
We don't just go give out like in our outreaches. We use to the credit of government systems, they have amazing protocol and standard operating procedures around it.
Okay.
Therapeutic, they have the Tom Brown food, because we at this time we can't be going for very expensive ones. You look at what are the local substitutes. Tom Brown, there's one called a Go Chop Up, and each of the children when we go for every outreach, they collect half crate of egg, and then with the
you give each child
got half crate of egg. A jar, a big jar of Tom Brown food, about 14 sachets of Eco Chop Up. That will last them for 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks, depending on the level of severity, because some are red, some are amber, some are green. Then after 3-4 weeks, we'll go back again to give them another ration that will last them for the next 3-4 weeks. So within that 7 weeks, we most of the cases we have seen over 50% have entered recovery stage. So those that are still critical, we provide additional. That is to make sure that they come out of that malnourished state and become normal children again. But of course, there's also the gap. The question I know you may be asking is, wouldn't they go back to that state in the event that they run out of the food and they get back to their normal state and their mothers can afford it? One, we provide training. So there's the health educator in those government systems that work with us. We have the nutritionists, we have the health educators, we have nurses and doctors, of course. So they provide some training that equips them with substitutes they can afford, that their little resources can afford. But of course, the ultimate goal is proper empowerment.
I'm particularly interested, in how you can expand your outreach. Especially because of the numbers you released earlier. In my mind, I'm thinking this is huge. Do you think the government is aware of these numbers?
We work with the government system, so they are aware, but there is resource constraint.
Even with the government?
There is a limit to the based on current economic situation.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of co-creation, collaboration for the resources required to address this to really generate the expected outcome. In fairness, there are some resources. If you go to this PSC, some support are provided, but is it sufficient enough to pull this number? What's the engagement at those levels? And then, of course, there's this challenge of trust.
That's right.
So a lot is required to do in the area of trust, that even if this resources is in this ecosystem, that trust to make people believe in it takes a lot of struggle.
It takes a lot. Mr. Paschal, let me ask a very direct question. The things that you outlined that you give to a child, like one child, if you have to cost it, how much is it for that 3-4 weeks? The cold chop up, the Tom Brown, the half crate of egg, if you have to put cost to all of that.
Yes, for the let's put it this way, that we are required to do 3 times.
3 times.
Yes. So 3.
That package.
3. Yes, that package is supposed to go
3 times.
Yes. So it goes at about 45,000
for the entire 3 course.
For the entire 3. Yes.
It is. That's something that somebody can just take up and say, I want to feed a child.
Yes. And you can, because we collect data, the data is, of course, will be that this is this child situation.
Yeah.
That's what we call pre-intervention, post-intervention. So we follow through to make sure that it is empirically proven that this child situation has turned around. And I must also acknowledge SpectraNet, the very first organization that saw this when they were supporting our other programs. They saw that this was a frequent element that was affecting most of the children. They were the first that took the first step, saying, we need to support this. But thereafter, the goal is now to make it a pan-Nigerian initiative. We have had pockets of interventions in other states,
I'm going to
but the
ask,
bulk is in Lagos.
So right now, what you're doing with the malnourished children, the bulk is in Lagos here.
Absolutely.
And you want to go across the states?
Because they are human beings. There are scientists in them. There are professors. There are talented ones. We need to give them a chance to thrive. If in the days most of us were at that age, we have this current system, we will not have made any progress in terms of physical growth, in terms of intellectual and brain development. No, it's unfair to say, okay, I'm not in government. It's not my. No, government has what they could do, and institutionally we got a lot of support, but we need to really hold hands. We need to, when it concerns children, anyone, even if you're indifferent, you must be touched that, this, right. So we can, these are the ones that will work for Nigeria Info tomorrow. These are the ones that will work for Shell tomorrow.
Right. I mean, look, Mr. Paschal, what you're doing is quite touching, because I've said it even today, that one of the major crises that we have is that we have population, we have generations that didn't grow up the way they're supposed to grow up. So you have a bunch of people, adults, like people who don't act like adults, not because they don't want to act like adults, because they just don't have the capacity to act like adults. Because many people, I mean, if you try to check IQs of a lot of people didn't grow up the way they're supposed to grow up. A lot of people brain development in people,
low IQ. So if it was like that for persons who live when there was still some other, how would it imagine be in the next 5
situation
years?
Is like now? It's quite scary. It's scary. When we return after this break, I want to talk to you about, because I know that what you do is not something that you have an end date to. It's something you have a start date and an end date, because the task is enormous. Is huge, because we still have people who are still giving birth. We still have people who children who are still malnourished. We still have people who are malnourished.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Challenge. Good news! Perfectio by Vitabiotics UK gives you targeted support for great-looking skin, hair, and nails. Packed with biomarine collagen, botanical extracts, and other micronutrients which contribute to skin hydration and radiance while reducing other skin imperfections. Available in pharmacies near you. Perfectio. Beauty from within.
Waiting happen. Every time I do small transaction, they don't slam me with rich extra charges, SMS alerts, bank transfer, even bill payment self. They know they put the person at all. You never hear say with Smart Cash, you fit send money go another bank, pay your bills, and receive SMS alerts all for free. For free? Yes, now for free. Then go even pay you 15% interest per annum on top your service.
Hey, got some for me now. Peter join Smart Cash.
Dial *939# or download the Smart Cash app today to begin enjoy zero extra charges on all transactions. Smart Cash, money matter na sense. Smart Cash na by Airtel.
Whether you're flying for a family celebration or a much-needed reunion, fly Emirates and start your holiday on board. Explore up to 6,500 channels of entertainment, including live sport. Stay connected with onboard Wi-Fi. Enjoy special meals and toys for kids, and relax in comfort with world-class service all the way. Choose from over 150 destinations, including Dubai, India, the UK, and USA. Book now at Emirates.com. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
It's the choices you make that set you apart from being good to being great. My choice? Nivea Men Deep Body Lotion with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Gives you both dark wood fragrance and 48-hour moisture. And my other top choice for all-day freshness, Nivea Men Deep Roll-On for 72-hour protection and fragrance with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Skin is for playing it smart. Nivea is for skin.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star Double Cubes, made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie Double Cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
The energy from breakfast doesn't last my child the whole day. By halftime, your champ will be low on energy. That's why break time is the right time to refuel with the nourishing Milo drink.
Keep your champ in the game with a Milo drink in their lunchbox. It's made from the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and contains iron and calcium. Milo drink has a great taste your champs will love and a nourishing energy to help them make the most of every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Renault's got an exciting deal for your fleet.
Buy more, spend less. Renault gives you peace of mind.
Yes, you heard right. Expand or refresh your business fleet and enjoy our price discount offer by Coscharis Motors. From our SUV, Renault Coleos, our saloon, Renault Taliant, and our mini pickup, Renault Oroch, the price discounts will shock you. With exceptional fuel efficiency, the cars come with comprehensive warranty and after-sales service. Offer is on while stock lasts. Hurry now to Renault showroom at Coscharis or call 0701 348 6257 0903 358 1817. Coscharis Motors. Value for money.
Children, I just came back from work and you're already shouting, Mommy, food. Who will cook now?
Mommy, no wahala. Just use Chow Deck.
Chow what?
Chow Deck, dear. The app that delivers food, groceries, and everything we need. Fast, reliable, and stress-free. I use it all the time.
But is it affordable?
Very. Right now, rice and chicken from the place is just 1,500 naira with free delivery. And Chicken Republic's rice and chicken with free coleslaw, only 2,600 naira. Tell me that's not a woof.
Mommy, please, download it now.
Download Chow Deck today with Deliver Happiness. Download the app now at www.chowdeck.com.
Chow Deck delivery.
Wow, Chow Deck is so fast.
Okay, let's do some value jet math. Take one dependable airline with a reputation for reliability. Add two exciting West African destinations, Accra and Banjul. Multiply by countless cultural experiences and breathtaking views. Divide by the consistent service ValueJet is known for. And what's your answer? The right formula for your next trip.
ValueJet connects you to West Africa with new routes to Accra and Banjul. Whether it's a business trip, bagging a degree, or a dream vacation, ValueJet will take you there. Book your journey on www.flyvaluejet.com.
ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
We talk about the big stories and more.
Nigeria's newly appointed service chiefs have officially assumed duty, promising fresh strategies.
It's not just a proposal. What about enforcement? Our judiciary has made a laughing mock center. So why these people will leave the main problem and look for the one that is not important?
I've rendered homeless now. They can just go to places. Is that what the government is saying?
A system that has become so corrupt that men have sold their souls for bread.
Proposes 6 new states. I thank the nation for not using the word approve.
How will people feel? And how will they think? How will they want to see this country?
It's as if we are dead psychologically.
Because there is that propensity for officers to become political.
Everywhere you look in Nigerian football are failing spectacularly.
It's your station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
If you're planning to hop on a plane to visit your family sometime or friends sometime, maybe you should be thinking about doing it the Emirates way. I'll tell you why. Now, Emirates will have me let you know that they have access. Well, no, not them having access. They are giving you access to entertainment on a level that almost nobody can muster. I'm talking about 6,500 channels of entertainment in the air. That's unprecedented. You wanted to have access to the latest Hollywood releases,
be on board, enjoying this thing on the biggest screens in the sky, you are covered. If you wanted to stay connected while in the air, you are definitely covered. And if you wanted to, consume your content live, and maybe one show was going on, your Hallelujah Challenge or your football, you could catch your team live, and very much so, because Emirates has you covered on all these fronts. You are not the only one they're looking at. If you have little ones who are coming with you on board, they are covered too, because there's 250 channels of entertainment tailored towards them. They'll have access to take home toys and goods that will, build and feed their imagination. And it doesn't end there. They get to enjoy food of their own taste. Yes, those little taste buds, very unique and sweet tooths, they are definitely going to be covered, because Emirates, has made plans this much. And you yourself will be eating, because you have access to be dining on multiple courses of regionally inspired gourmet of different sorts, all served with free-flowing drinks. I won't ask you what you do with your food. You don't ask me to. Now, if you are planning to pack in some thoughtful gifts to pass on to those who are going to see, or, just souvenirs, and the generous Emirates baggage allowance makes this an absolute breeze. You get this and so much more in Emirates economy. Yes, you can fly from Lagos to over 150 destinations, including Dubai, India, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Head over to Emirates.com to book now and start your amazing journey. Emirates.com, EMIRATES. Go there, book now, start your journey, and then maybe send me a souvenir. You bring home.
I'll try. I'll do that. I can do that. Yeah, that's not a problem. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Right. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Paschal Achunine is here, the founder and executive director, a Shaka Fellow as well, of the executive director of HEI, Health Emergency Initiative, is here in the studio. And we're talking about malnutrition, if you like, child food poverty, if you like, because we have a bunch of children that are highly malnourished. And he says something that should, concern everybody, and that is about the implication of what we are currently dealing with. It may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, but definitely Nigeria, this country, will pay very dearly for it in the future. And that is exactly what organizations such as HEI is battling to prevent. How has the journey been trying to stop this? Because it's one thing to want to do something, to be passionate about something. It's another thing for you to lack resources to do that.
Yes, I think I will put it this way. As a listener of Hard Fact today, what did you do when you heard this? Or what would you like to do when you heard this? Our interaction or the facts, the hard facts we are presenting here, is not entertained. It's so that it can move someone to action. You had asked question earlier, how much will it take to have a child that is malnourished come back, regain recovery?
That's right.
And I say 45,000. So if you're a listener, as a listener, it can move you to action. 5 people can come together and say, we'll take care of X number. You may be in a position to say, okay, HEI, I am going to support 50 children, 20 children. You don't know what that child will be tomorrow or do for your organization. So it is a tough call, because for those who have resources in Nigeria, significant resources, we don't have a given society for that culture for those who have wealth. Let me put it in simpler terms. The rest of us, those who are still working hard, that don't yet have that kind of wealth, many respond to us, and that's I cannot ignore that. That's the foundation our organization started, we have more than 3,000 donors, individuals from inception to date. People, including some widows. We have had widows who put 2,500. I saw that your system is credible. Just last Saturday, as part of our 10th anniversary, we visited one of the public health institutions in the mainland, and we assisted 30 children. They still had more. As some of these cases were 25,000, 15,000, 30,000, but it was a lifeline for those families. So that's to pay their hospital bills. But this malnutrition is a key area that all who have heart of human compassion must key into, either at organizational level, whether as an association, alumni, and the fintech. Let me call out the fintech. Most fintech do a lot of amazing work, driving technology using to solve problems. Are the fintechs involved in saving lives? Are they aware that even if you become a Fortune 500 company tomorrow, that some of these ones whose lives are being cut short may work for you tomorrow? A fintech can say, I will commit annually to support 5,000, 1,000 malnourished children. The listed companies can say, oh, Nigeria Stock Exchange took this, they tested and saw that this system is credible. Our organization annually will support 500, 1,000, depending on your capacity. Listed companies can do 10,000, and it's not limited to Lagos.
That's right. That's right.
We are a pan-Nigerian organization, and we maintain data that you can verify across board. We operate with leveraging on existing systems and institutions. So it's when you ask, how has it been? It's a tough call. We struggle. We go through difficulty. But it's because I consider that this is what committing my heart to. That's the simplest way I can just express my alignment and philosophy towards this. It has helped. That has kept us going. Of course, I had mentioned there are individuals who have considered that this is amazing. We align with you. Those, I mentioned different programs we do. We're in Abuja sometime in July, funded by ACT Foundation. And that program ensured that the 6 area councils in the FCT were exposed to training using on addressing non-communicable diseases.
Okay.
Community health workers, nurses, even people at the community level. And we did it around TOT model. They went back to step down a communities. Because if somebody has stroke, if somebody has epilepsy, if somebody has diabetes, or the people can know what to do in the pre-hospital state. Right. That was what that program is. But back to malnutrition. It is an area that is calling on every heart.
I think this is an emergency situation.
It's an emergency. It's like a if you can call it. May not be a pandemic, but it's like an epidemic. Because if you go to the slums, if you go to most areas, corners of the country and Lagos inclusive,
right?
The picture we have of it, when you carry out study, you will be shocked. And I have limited this conversation to infant malnutrition affecting children of 0 to 5. Of course, even a child there's malnutrition affecting women that are of married, the people that in their 20s, women that are breastfeeding mothers. They're also exposed to malnutrition. So we must really come to our senses.
Because this thing is coming to bite us. If we don't take care of it correctly, it's biting.
It's going to get worse if we do not do anything. We have seen so many unpleasant situations among the youths, among young people. And when we look at some of the situations, let's paint a picture this way. If you have a trained dog at home, that dog behaves well, listens to you, Some of them are friendly. They come and rub their tail on your body. But if you just bring a hyena where human beings are, it's to tear and kill. So if we have a situation where people with low IQ are those who will be fathers and parents in the future. People with low IQ are those who work in our companies in the future.
Who will even
teachers,
be government.
Who will be governors. Who will be in government.
In government.
Just
making decisions.
Making decisions. So it's a wake-up call. The beauty is that there's an established structure. You can leverage on that established structure.
Let me open up the telephone lines. Let's hear from Lagos. We're going to take one or two calls and I will come back to you. I'd like to ask you what or how people can key into health emergency initiative to
social alleviation program
to further this particular campaign. I think it's very, very critical. I think we're in an emergency situation right now. And I'm glad that HEI is right there with this campaign already. 0201-2770-993. That is 0201-2770-993. Female only line is 0201-465-7190. Good evening to you.
Hello, Mr. Sheriff.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, evening.
Good evening, please.
Yeah, thank you for bringing up this topic. I've called on your station before and I said that in the next 5 years or more to come, that the pandemic will be battling is kwashiorkor and malnutrition. You know why I'm saying this? I work as a sales rep and I cover a particular company. So
can you shut that door? The alarm is disturbing your speech.
Okay, yeah. So most time I drive through the community where I cover for my company.
Okay.
I'll see children, as in children normal headache most time the hair is supposed to be dark black. The hair, their hair is supposed to be dark black. But when you see these children, their hair is like a kind of dusty, as if maybe they pass through where there's dust.
Yeah.
But no, I get what I'm saying. When you look at their physique, their body physique, you see that these children are malnourished. I look at it, anytime I pass through that vicinity, Oshodi, I feel so sad inside my mind. And my mind, I'll be like, some of these children, their parents don't even know the symptoms of malnutrition. They will think it's a normal look. I get what I'm saying. Just take your time, go into some of those places, look at children, that thick black. You see some of them, their hair is now a kind of dusty color. What we used to do snacks before is what people are using to do their 3 square meal now. You hear somebody say, Madam, I beg, give me Coke and bread, make I take whole body. You go think I just snack, but that's the food for the person for that day.
Right.
Now look at a child, a growing child that needs nutrients. We that are adults, maybe our body system and whatever has grown to, put up some with some situation. But these children that are what's it called, mature development stage, they need some of these vitamins, some of these nutrients in the food.
Right.
And the parents can't afford to give them. Before, egg wasn't a luxury, but now, Mr. Sheriff, egg is a luxury now.
It is.
Egg is luxury now. So I hear what your man is saying, that let's contribute, let's do this. But I think all this thing is just a kind of romancing the issue. Let's tell ourselves the plain truth, that we are in the hands of people that are intentionally unintentional about saying that Nigeria was or that we fare well.
Unintentional.
I've called you before. Note it down for me. I said they are intentionally unintentional. Note it down for me. I've said it before. These guys are intentionally unintentional about saying that things work well. Maybe they believe it's through the, like one of the parties say they are weaponizing poverty. Sheriff, they are telling you the 100% truth. They weaponize poverty, they weaponize insecurity. Why are they crying foul that Trump say you want to come and
okay, let's not go into that. Thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. There you go. We're delving into another conversation entirely. But let me take this message very quickly before the next call. This person says, I'm aware this topic of malnutrition has been on your lips forever. This impact, as I heard today, shocked me, affecting even DNA too. The person says, government keeps saying they feed people and gave the poorest of the poorest money. Please ask your guests whether these interventions no reach HEI's noble cause. And also help us ask him to drop details on how to reach out? This is Frank from Isolo. Let's just go there now because of time. How can people reach out to HEI if they would like to key into any of your projects, be it the medical one, the training, or the malnutrition?
Okay, it's very simple. We have had many collaborations crafted through just hearing about us, sending us a mail on info@hei.org.ng, info@hei.org.ng, or 08037 228843, 08037 228843. We are not pretend, and then you can go to our social media handles, Health Emergency Initiative on Facebook, Health Emergency Initiative on LinkedIn, Health Emergency Initiative on Instagram, and Initiative HE on Twitter or X. The reality is that we don't pretend that this our effort would 100% solve the problem. But what it showcases is that with collaboration, we can make a move some notches, but also calling attention that this is an area of emergency. So with co-creation, with legislative action, with policy engagements, we are able to move, get the wider ecosystem involved. Because if everybody's okay, somebody's supposed to do it, is not doing it, you throw your hands in the air. But the little we do can bring succor to 10,000 people instead of having 1 million completely. So out of 1 million, 10,000 have been helped, and it's proven that this model is working. So an organization is commencing a relationship with us this month from Dubai. They saw us online. They visited our office. This validated, and their concerns, everything we are clarified. With them, we are going to assist. We are doing a program in 2 districts with this organization. They never knew us. They saw what we are doing online. They came to our office, Japanese and the UAE citizen, and afterwards we signed an agreement, and we are commencing a relationship. So it is there's no rocket science on how to start. You can call our number once again, 08037228843. And if you now feel your move to also, I don't know whether that is necessary to mention, if one wants to fund immediately, you can do that and send a communication that you're supporting 20 people, you're supporting 10 people, via our account number. I think that can happen.
Yes, it can happen, yes. And anything that can help these kids, we are for it. We are absolutely for it.
So if you're, you can reach us or support by funding our account number, Sterling Bank PLC, account name Health Emergency Initiative for Indigent Patients, account number 00600 48591, 00600 48591 591. So that is you can save a life by making a move.
One thing that Nigerians are also skeptical about is to know exactly what, whether they can ask questions as to what they're using their money for. Rather, is that
if that okay? We are excited to give everybody a chance, because you go with us if you want. We generate a report for you. Organizations like KPMG, we work with them back to back. Some organizations, Total Energies, US Mission in Nigeria, and many organizations have, some of them came through referral. Oh, these people are credible, and they come to us. And of course, we file our audited financial, this is the 9th year. We have filed financial report with Federal Inland Revenue Service, with CSC, and as we speak, we have our 2024 tax clearance certificate. That's how intentional we are about accountability, about ensuring that best practice is maintained in our systems. So you can ask questions. You can open our books. And we publish our books on our website.
On your website?
Yes, our audited financial since 2016 are published on our website.
It's right there on the website.
It's on the website.
So people can go and take a look at you.
Absolutely.
And okay, all right, that's beautiful. Let's take our last call as we begin to wrap up. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Sheriff.
Good evening, sir.
This is Sula. I'm calling from Italy.
Welcome.
I'm very okay with your guest that is on the studio. The development was okay. I expect them to do more concerning the education sector, because most of our children of today, simply because of the malnutrition is affecting too much. That was the why their education is not more. It's not more. They're going to concentrate on their education. Most especially our parents that is give birth to them. They are less concerned of.
But you expect HEI to do more, Abi? The parents are less concerned, so HEI should do more.
You know what, Mr. Sheriff?
Yes, sir.
Because they have to run the theater to feed these children. That was why. That was why they were very overwhelmed.
Okay, all right.
I expect the NGO to do more.
And yes.
Part of education and education and.
Mr. Tunde, what I would love for you to do is to help them do more. Try and contribute, support their activities so that they can do more as to meet your expectations. But thank you so much. Mr. Paschal, we have to leave it here right now because we are due to go. Thank you so much for coming. And I wish HEI the best of the best. It's 10 years, right?
10 years.
Yes. Guys have tried to.
Staying the course, 10 years.
10 years.
Holding on.
Of secret cries, of loneliness, of struggle.
Rejections.
Of rejections,
yes. It happens.
It's expected. It's expected. Thank you so much. May God bless you. May
Thank
God bless
having me.
all the donors, all the partners, all the staff of HEI, the volunteers as well. God bless everybody. Thank you for bringing smiles to people's faces. I was going to ask if you've ever, some of the people that you've helped, whether they've identified that, okay, HEI helped them, but I can't jump on that because we're out of time. Thank you, Lagos. That's our show this evening. Have a beautiful one.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
This is not banga.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.